Well, today is June 15th, 2026. I went to the dentist today. Thought I'd take another bit of time outside since yesterday. It was nice before, so I might as well do it again. After thinking that I don't like about yesterday, I'm very afraid of just things happening, I think. I just have very overwhelming fear of change and, well, maybe not just change, but like uncertainty. I'm not ready for a world that doesn't know, that I don't know how to handle. I'm still very sorry for this sort of betrayal. I recognize that it's my fault, it's not yours. Well, it's my overall inability to go past my morals, maybe? Like, they're just very strong. Maybe not what everyone would want. It may not necessarily be the worst thing ever, but it's just very unnerving or wrong feeling to me, so it ends up sort of taking over, taking control, and prevents me from doing something. There's a hole there. I was thinking of doing this sort of walk thing every day to just kind of get my thoughts somewhere. Start putting this on YouTube, and if some random person sees it, then so what? It's sort of a time capsule of my mental state and overall, I guess, a time capsule of events themselves. You can really hear the electric buzz out here. It's a bit annoying. It rained last night somewhere. There was lightning. I know Evan said it was raining where he was. Really wish it was. Actually, I don't even think it rained over here. It wasn't moist in the morning. More holes. Wish it rained. At least it's nice and cloudy out. Very surprising for the place that is this state. Maybe that's rain coming this way. I know it was on the news. Saw a little bit of that before I came outside. Haven't really been out here. Probably seen these roundabouts at some point, but it's not like I paid attention. Never even been down this far on this walkway. This is much much nicer than being in my room. My chair is not very comfortable anymore, or at least not like it ever was. I feel like I'm having neck problems from it, which is probably the case, but so much nicer out here. I wonder if any of my friends would see this if I uploaded it. I don't really want to advertise it, but it'd just be self-centered, and I don't like that. I don't have very many wands. Very few. Sure, they may be a bit much at times, but sort of a counterweight. I don't have any wands. I don't know my exact life's path. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary that I just have this very go with the flow sort of method. Probably not the best thing, but I don't know what else to do. I never had a plan. It's a bit of an absurd thought, but maybe I just one day disappear. Not as in like life, but just disappear from everything and start something anew. Not very realistic for me because I need order, and that is the most disrupting thing you could probably do, but at the same time, thoughts in my head that kind of pop up. All sorts of thoughts that I don't like. I've never seen this. Never seen this. Wonder why they put these here. It's a very strange spot for, what is it, exercise equipment kind of? Very rough. Guess they didn't want to put it into a main park and kids not know how to use it. I'd love to get into the mood of exercising, but I don't know how. Doing it in front of people just makes it feel embarrassing. And the hair is getting caught to the right. You've probably seen the shadow. I wonder if I can make it to the road. My phone's, it's at 89%. I'm fine. Well, I haven't talked to one of my friends in a few days that I like talking to. I guess it's more just me worrying about the fear of abandonment, but I don't feel like I really should be able to, or should have to worry about that. It just seems illogical and unreasonable, but it's just kind of what happens with my brain, I think. It's getting a bit hot now that I've been walking out here. So, one of those bird feathers. Poor thing. Another area that I've never seen. I hope I don't have to be in this place that much longer. My birthday is July 18th, and I'd rather move to where my grandma's place is rather than stay in my own house. It's not like they're the worst people, but it's just so many people in it that it's kind of cramped, and I never get the overall help I need in order to start my path beyond high school, or any sort of path. I'd love to be working on trains, but I need to actually learn how. I can't just go willy-nilly. It's not the world we live in. I feel like talking about games. There's this one game on Roblox called Blast Zone. It's pretty fun. I have probably more time than I really should on it. My method of playing is just kind of go as fast as you can and rush down people. People coined it like plasma jumping, and it's a sort of subclass of what is called hawking. I didn't even know it had that name until I had done it for like a few months. I'm pretty sure it got so bad in terms of me that I might have single-handedly gotten an item nerfed. The community of the game isn't that big, so one person problematic can kind of do something if the balancers decide to. I'm almost there. I'm switching the other hand now. I really hope the audio is fine on this. Also, I hope that it doesn't take 4 fucking hours. I'm going to upload this. I guess it does mean I'm going to upload it to YouTube. Alright, another thing I can talk about is drawing on MS Paint, or Windows 11's version of it, and it's just kind of, well, it's kind of nice that there's layers. Not very good at drawing, I'd say, but I try. I made some weird flower. And yesterday I made a flower. The day before I made an enemy from a tower defense game called the Crystallian. I liked how that one turned out. And then the one before, I had made a sort of head portrait of something I call a Rottweiler, all caps and a dash between the T and Y, the Rott and the Weiler. Just kind of this thing I came up with of why use like expensive mechs or whatnot for war when you can just use people. this isn't really a commentary on political stances or anything, but this is more just a logical statement. Why not just use all sorts of people? You give them something on their arm in order to make it so that way it's so this idea of like punching a person would sort of activate a mechanism on their hand in order to like shoot. And this one thing I was seeing on Instagram of a person trying to run 40 miles an hour through sort of enhancements on their legs as of like modified shoes. And I'd already imagined it before I started seeing that, but having them be fast would be logical. Also, what else was it? It's like, imagine having them as like POWs too, another logical thing. Of course that ignores sort of war, like crimes, but realistically, it's war. Who's gonna care? I had designed the head to have a helmet sort of design reminiscent of, I think, the S1 locomotive. It had the sort of bullet head, like the bullet head around its overall skull, and then just the mouth visible, decaying. It had a light coming up the front. It was just a single circle. And it had a sort of spike on the head, so that way, if it got close enough, it could just head bash and stab the victim. Well, there's the road. I think I'll stop recording around that point of me getting to the road and start walking back. Don't have much left to say. I really hope the rain comes. It'd be nice to have that sound overnight. Phone feels like it's about to overheat or something, but it probably won't. Not yet. I like this. Talking to nothing. Or really talking to myself. Or future self if I ever come back to this. It's really nice. Maybe this is the gateway to getting me physically active. I'm not fat, but I'm not skinny. Some sort of physical exertion is healthy. Better than nothing and just sitting in my room. Like, I just didn't eat in order to not get fat. It's not like I was eating a lot. Or, no, it'd be like points of me just in a pantry, just eating stuff. Funny to say, but it'd be nice to be a twink. It's really nice clouds.